that you love. Nothing lasts forever, so we seize the day. Run away together, going all the way. Lift me up, make me feel like I'm the only one that you love. Nothing lasts forever, so we seize the day. Run away together, going all the way. Lift me up, make me feel like I'm the only one that you love. Nothing lasts forever, so we seize the day. Run away together, going all the way. Lift me up, make me feel like I'm the only one that you love. Nothing lasts forever.
Hey guys, welcome to A No Hood Like Motherhood podcast. We have 4 lovely mothers here.
I'm Wanda.
Wanda, my name is Laura.
Victoria.
Courtney.
So today's podcast, we're going to dedicate this whole hour talking about moms, what brought us here, and just kind of basically our life stories on how it came about us becoming moms. I feel like I don't know what you guys think, but I feel like I want to start off with like how our moms were with us personally. You know, I feel like that's a good start. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So let's start with Wanda. Yeah. And if you guys have any questions, please feel free to comment below. We're able to see all the questions here, so just comment below. We'll be here to answer any questions that you guys have. For any new moms out there that is watching, for any existing moms that are watching, or for just even if you guys are a puppy mom, it doesn't really matter, really, as long as you're like general mom. Just pop out questions and we can give you guys ideas. We can give you guys any like advice, whatever it is. So we're gonna start with Wanda. So Wanda, I would like to start off by asking, like, how was your mom in general and with you growing up? And I guess how did she influence you to become a mom?
I don't know. She was just always there for us. She was really strict. She taught us when we were younger same thing I teach my grandkids, to cook, sew, take care of kids, and be a good wife without taking bull crap from your man. That's what she taught us. Mm-hmm. She had me, Jeff, Berto, Juanita, and Juan. There's 5 of us. So she was a single mom after a while and took care of all of us, and that helped me because I was a single mom with 5 sons. So watching what my mom did, I learned the knots and the goods about all that.
Okay, so you have 5 sons, no daughters.
No daughters.
Wow.
Well, after being with my
5
granddaughter
men?
right now, I don't know if I ever wanted granddaughter.
The funny thing is,
It's rough. So rough.
yeah.
Girls.
I was gonna say, you know what's funny thing is, as much as I knew Wanda, it's crazy how like she had 5 men or 5 boys, and then all her grandchildren are mostly all girls. Mostly all girls. So she has that. You know what I'm saying?
That balance in there.
That's crazy.
It wasn't just I just had 5 sons. I actually helped raise my youngest brother too, Berto, because my mom had him when she was 40, and she wasn't really that like being able to take care of him and stuff. So I would be upstairs feeding Chino. I'd get done, and then she would take her broom and knock, and I'd run downstairs, and then I'd have to feed Berto, burp him, and then I'd run back upstairs, get like hour sleep, and then I'm feeding Chino, and I'm running back and forth. So it's really like I had 6 sons growing up.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Super mom over here.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like, I feel like as a mom, I feel like personally, it's like you have like, they say that it's harder to raise a daughter. I guess I don't know if you've heard of it. Like they try to compare how you know how which gender is harder to raise, and I feel like with you raising 6 boys, like us, we have
Two girls,
daughters,
top that.
and we're just like, oh my god, like how can you do it? But I feel like there's that separation where I think it's equal. It's hard to raise boys and it's hard to raise
I
girls.
feel like just being a mom and
Yeah,
mom
and
is hard.
yeah.
It's hard.
I feel like it's just hard.
And I feel like people don't look. Everyone expects from moms. They expect. They're like, oh, well, mom's got it. Mom's got it. Mom's
Yeah,
got it.
100%.
So everything
Yep.
falls on mom. So no matter if you're raising a boy or a girl, like it's tough.
Yeah, and the
It
dads
is.
get the fun part.
Yeah, the
They're
dad.
the fun guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said in my next life, make me the man.
Make me the man.
Daddy.
In my
I want to be the daddy.
I want to be the fun parent too.
Exactly,
Or the
there
strict
you
ones.
go.
And the ones like, I don't like you right now, but you love your dad. Why?
Yeah.
Because they just got a fun part.
Mm-hmm. So what, like, was your mom strict with you, or like, did she let you go, like, as you were growing up, when you became a teenager? I guess I should say, did your parents let you go out as much as like a lot, or would you kind of like stay at home,
Did you sneak out?
sneak out, like any of that stuff?
No, not really. You can ask Victoria that question.
Well, we'll
I'm
get to
not going
Victoria in a bit.
We'll wait.
We're-
Hear your
we're
story
focusing
first.
on
I'm
you
not
on
going there.
Yeah.
But so like you were able. So do you feel like you got to enjoy your life, like your childhood?
No.
Okay.
Because you were busy helping mom raise kids.
Yeah, because my mom being a single parent,
Yeah.
I had to help her raise my brother Juan and my sister Juanita. So
Okay.
I really didn't have a lot of teen years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I didn't go out. I stayed home, just like took care of the family. I was a little mama.
So can I ask you, at what age did you have your first son?
17.
17.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So were you got pregnant at 16 and had your son at 17?
Yep.
Okay. And so how like far apart are each of
2
your
years.
sons? 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like every 2 years?
Every 2 years except Julio. I got this implant in my arm, and they said you good for 5 years, and
Oh,
then they
the
took it out.
implant.
They took it out
Implant
and
on.
had Julio.
Why?
They had to take. They, oh, you're having pain. I'm like, yeah, I don't know what's going on. And then all of a sudden they come in with a cart, and I'm like, what's that for? She said, we have to take your implant out. You pregnant? I said, I'm suing. You're lying. You guys said I was
Take it back.
good. Yep. Then we had Julio.
Oh my gosh.
And then I always wanted a girl, and when Julio was born, we had a lot of complications. Like I almost bled out, and Julio had problems with his breathing. So my mom was like, just tie your tubes. I said, I want a girl to name after you. And she said, just name him Julio. That's my birth month. And I'm like, okay. Because I always wanted to name a daughter Jacquelina Dolores, because Jacquelina is my mom's favorite name. Her name was Jacqueline, but she loved Jacquelina. And Dolores is my aunt's name, and I really like my aunt. We call her Aunt Dee Dee. So that's what I wanted to name a girl, but I never had him, so I named Julio. I named Pancho after my father because I wasn't sure that I had brothers in New York, so I wanted my dad's name to go on. And then Chino was after his dad, and I literally got a book and named Antonio, because I don't know any more boys' names. And then my mom, she named Angel, because she said, oh, he looks like a little angel. So she named him Angel, and then Julio. That's my 5
So
boys.
each boy
Has a
has a
meaning.
meaning, like, which is yeah,
Yep.
that's awesome.
Yep.
That's awesome. So, what would you say the hardest part of raising, like, your
5
kids?
boys?
5 boys. Like, what was the hardest?
When they
part
were
for you?
younger, potty training.
Potty training.
Oh, really?
That was the hard thing. Because you're a female, how are you supposed to show the boy how to do something?
Hi,
My mom literally told me to get a hot dog and go in there and show him. So
Oh,
that was
did
the
that
hardest
work?
part. Yeah,
Really?
for a while. Hmm.
Dang.
Yeah,
That's
it did.
interesting.
I always heard the Cheerio thing where you throw the Cheerios and you
Oh,
make
I
them
seen
hang.
that. Yeah.
I was like, if I ever have a boy, that's my go-to.
Wait, boys, I know.
I don't think I should throw Cheerios. I think my kids would have jumped in there to get them.
Yeah, probably.
Oh my gosh, that is hilarious.
They're like, Mom's putting food in the bowl already.
I could see that.
No, when they grew up and they were teenagers and out doing their duty, my biggest fear was to get a phone call that something bad happened to one of them. And when they were young, I never turned my phone off. They could call me any time of night. I don't care what it was. You need a ride home. Don't get in a car with somebody drinking. I mean, I've picked Pancho up, picked Chino up. I think I picked Antonio up one time. Like, now I just turn my phone off at night because I just have my puppies. I'm not worried about nobody calling.
But you know what? From experience and seeing that, I feel like till this day, I feel like a mom can never stop. Even though you turn your phone off, maybe like you said, I feel like no matter what your kids go through nowadays, you're still gonna be there as a mom. I've seen that.
Oh,
And
yeah.
that's what's crazy. I mean,
They lie.
Even
don't say
they're men, but you will always be there for them, which is
But
like
they lied. They said, "Oh, you only have them till they're 18."
That's a lie.
That's a lie.
Definitely no. I
That's
can
a
see
lie.
it already.
Yeah.
They'll never stop being a mom ever. That
Yeah.
won't stop. What about you, Laura? What about your question you asked her?
Or
oh,
mom.
like my mom. Okay, so move on to the next. Then. All right, so what can I say about my mom? My mom, she was really. Let's see. Should I get closer to the mic? Yeah. Okay. So my mom was really, so I come from a conservative family. So my family is very conservative. So my parents is one of those where, hey, until death do us part. And that's what happened. My dad passed away about 7 years ago. My dad passed. So my mom, okay, let me start lower. My dad actually raised me more than my mom because my mom was a working mom. There came a point in time where my dad had to stop working because he had a shoulder surgery. So after that, he stopped working because he just couldn't really do a whole lot with his arm. So my mom worked in housekeeping. She worked at the mall, Woodland Mall, at the house. Or she worked at the hotel in Radisson on 28th in East Belt Lane.
Yeah.
So she was there for years. And so she was the working mom. She was the, hey, get up in the morning, take me here. And then after that, take me to the mall because I got to make some money. I'm like the breadwinner. And my dad, stayed at home, took me to school, took care of me, bought me donuts, bought me Cheetos, bought me everything I wanted. Like my dad was like a mom to me. So, but other than that, like my parents were really conservative. They were really strict on, as growing up, they, when I was a teenager, they didn't let me go anywhere. And if they did, I would like, my cousins had to like ask, or my friends had to ask. Like they wouldn't let me go out, period. And they were really overprotective. So I feel like when you're overprotective with a child, I feel like, that's where the rebellious comes from.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you're not letting me out. Okay, so how am I going to get out of here?
And when I turn 18,
I'm going to lie and sneak out.
Yep.
And so that's what I did. I lied and sneaked out. And so I hung out with friends when I could, with my cousins. 17 years, I had my first child. His name is Raymundo. I was 17, but I had him a month after my senior graduation.
Oh wow!
So I
you're
was pregnant.
through high school.
I was pregnant in 12th grade. Yeah, I was pregnant in 12th grade, and all my friends were making fun of me because they're like, "Oh my God, how about if your water breaks while you're walking across the stage?" That was their thing. I'm like, "No, it ain't gonna happen." So when I literally walked the stage with a big old belly, I was like, "See, I didn't, my water didn't break," and I was so loud. I was like, "Oh," yeah, it was just funny. But so I had my first when I was pregnant at 17. I had my son at 18. And then, I feel personally like just raising a child that young is really hard because you miss out on a lot, at 18, you're like trying to
Yeah.
live and
You're
trying to
still
drink
figure
and
out
so
life.
you're
You're still learning.
you're still
You're
learning.
a kid.
Exactly. And so like for me it was hard because I didn't get to experience that. You know, I had to like woman up at 18. I had to take care of responsibilities. I had to work. I had to do everything I could to raise a child at that young of age. And so, you know, I started working. I ended up moving out my mom's house at like almost 19. I ended up moving out of my mom's house, you know, with the 1-year-old. And then, you know, life, like at that point, you know what I'm saying? So, it's hard. And so like, you know, I had my second child, like 6-7 years after. So I know like a lot of moms like to tend to have kids every, you know, like just to try to keep them close in age. But like for me, I was like, I'm just still trying to figure out things like, what am I doing? Or, you know, it was just hard. So I ended up having my second child at 6-7 years later. So it's like I kind of started over in a way.
Yeah.
So then I had my daughter, and oh my gosh, like when your own mother tells you, hey, your kids are gonna come out 10 times worse as you,
It happens.
it's real life. Because my daughter now is not even 10 yet. She's gonna be 10 in December, and she acts like she's damn 21, 18. Like she be ordering my margaritas. I mean, like how I like them every time we go out. Like this
Like,
this
let me
girl
tell you, my
is
mom likes it.
yeah, I'm saying like it's just crazy. So I get both. So like right now my son is going to be 16 next month, and then I have my daughter that's 9. So it's tough, like with raising a girl and raising a boy, because boy, you're just like kind of like you're scared that, you know, that you don't want him hanging around the wrong crew. You don't want him making mistakes, getting someone pregnant or joining a gang, or, you know, just a whole bunch of stuff like that, right?
Stuff, yeah.
And then you're here worried about your little girl. You don't want her to get pregnant. You don't want nothing bad to happen to her. You don't want her talking to boys. Like, it's just so crazy. So I get 2 different worlds here, and it's tough. Like, it's tough. But I'm still trying to, you know, do the best I can and hang in there. But other than that too, so I've been with my partner for almost 7 years. So I always like to include like his children as well. Now, he is raising 3 daughters, and I've been part of their lives, and I feel like I've been, so we have Lisi, Lexi, and Annalise, which I consider them my stepkids, because at this point, like, even though I'm not technically married,
Technically are. Okay. It's what is it, common law?
I'm just kidding.
Common law marriage.
I feel like
That's a lot to put up with.
I like being part of their lives. I feel like I love to include them as my children as well. So yeah, we're not married, but I always like to include them. So I consider them my stepkids, and even like them, sometimes they'll call me mama or mom or Lola, whatever it is. Like, they are very special, like true special girls in my life too. They're my bonus girls, I feel like. And I'm gonna tell you one thing, guys, we drive their dad crazy. Because like, my son is there, but like when we get together as a family, we like to do things together, but sometimes my son is like, oh my god, it's too many girls. So he be in his own little zone, and then it's just like their dad and just us girls, like my daughter, and then his 3 girls, and like his dad sometimes be like, why you guys gang up on me? Like, we're not, you just don't understand us.
So, do you guys have stepchildren too? You, Courtney and Victoria?
Yeah.
You guys have more too.
I have
At least
my bonus baby is going to be 19 next week.
Oh, okay.
And I started in her life when she was 12, 11. 11.
Is she gonna be 19?
And she's going to be 19.
Oh.
Yeah. Our
Oh, you
baby
got it
girl.
right with the teenage years when
Yeah.
it started.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
wow,
So
yeah.
I got all of those.
Crazy moments,
All
huh?
of those.
All the hormones, everything
yes.
going crazy.
Yep.
They tell you when it says 13 to 15 are the hardest years, I believe that to the
Yes.
fullest with girls. It's just so much in those 2 little years that just drive you insane.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
you got a good one right there.
And then how many of your own do you have?
I have 2 of my own. So I have Mercedes is 12. She'll be 13 in June, and then Graciela will also be 3 because the 3-year-old and the 19-year-old they have the same birthday.
Aw,
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, nice.
that's like 2 of my
That's crazy.
grandkids.
Yeah.
They have the same birthdays too.
Mm-hmm.
Annalise and
So-
Ariana.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's today's.
Ariana's birthday too.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
cute.
Got some birthdays coming up.
Yeah.
And then Victoria, you have stepkids too?
Yes. So we got Litos. Well, we got his older son. Well, he's 18 now, right?
Yep.
Yeah, just turned 18.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got Litos, which is an amazing athlete. He's a
Oh, yeah.
he's a really good kid. They're all good kids. He does a lot of sports. He's awesome. Which found out he's dating my daughter's cousin, which is
Oh,
crazy.
wow.
Crazy.
Yeah, so but they're both good kids. They both met in wrestling.
Yeah.
And then we got Gabriel and then Lita. Yeah. So there's a lot there. And plus my 2.
Yeah.
So I was gonna
So
say, let's.
6.
What? So how was? I guess moving on to like, how was your mom with you?
Me and my mom did not have a good relationship until this day. We still do not. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm going to tell you how it is. So it was probably a really hard life growing up, not going to lie. But looking at it now, I've learned a lot, even though it was kind of horrible. So I me and my older brother raised a lot of our siblings. So I just stayed in school. I was the only one who graduated school. Out
You're
of
the
all
only
kids.
one?
Yeah, out of all the kids.
Okay. How many kids?
6.
Wow.
Yeah, so I have 4
6?
brothers and 1 sister.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You're the only one that graduated, really?
hmm Yeah, back then it was hard. Everyone was just
Yeah.
doing their own thing, which
Yeah,
is kind of
just
hard.
trying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yep, did that. And then I was working since I was like 15. And then, just like a back and forth thing with her. She was really never there. She was always out all the time. So I just had to
Okay.
raise them pretty much.
Like out, going out, just like having fun,
yeah,
just doing her own
just
thing.
never really being a mom
Okay.
at that age, so. And but it taught me a lot though, because I mean, with my own kids, I changed that cycle completely. Like it's like a whole 360. So they don't have to worry about anything. I'm there all the time for them. So I mean, kind of taught me a lot in the long run.
Yeah.
But yeah. Other than that, I mean, it's what do they say? I mean, you can never stop loving your mom. You should never stop loving your mom.
Right.
So I mean, I forgive her, but it's just a different kind of love,
Yeah.
But
Guarded.
Yeah.
Almost guarded.
yeah. So I mean, it doesn't break me; it just makes me stronger for the girls. So yeah. So I have a 13-year-old, Aaliyah.
13?
Yeah, she's 13.
Dang. So she's officially a teen?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh gosh,
Dang.
13, and then I have a 9-year-old who she just turned 9. Complete opposite girls. Complete opposite. Leah's more like an emotional, sensitive, little one, and then Alani, she's the opposite. She don't care. She's just so sweet, so nice.
No, yeah.
She doesn't get involved in drama. She doesn't care what no one says. You can be so mean to her, and she would not even budge. She wouldn't even worry about
That's the
it.
younger one.
Yeah, yeah, so sweet.
I guess okay, so your oldest is 13. So do you what was your life at 13?
We were working still, like even picking blueberries and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We were working.
Blueberry.
Yeah, tortillas and beans. That was our breakfast early in the morning. Before we went to school, we had to clean the kitchen. It was like back in the day stuff. It was
Yeah.
never like waking up to a nice breakfast or make sure you brush your teeth. No, we had to make sure we brush our own teeth.
Yeah.
So it was hard. It wasn't easy. So I don't really remember my childhood really, honestly, because I didn't have a good one. But that's why when my kids have their birthdays, I'm all for it because I'm kind of growing with them. Those experiences. But I did not. I had my first kid at 24. Because I learned. Yeah, I learned. I watched my mom, and I did not want to be like that. So I definitely did not want to be a young mom. But I did have we used to sneak out, steal her car.
No,
Me and my brother did. We did. We put that little shit in
You're
neutral.
rebellious.
Push it down the road because back in the day they had those cars that were so loud, or those station wagons. You remember those? We had one of those that was so loud, so we had to put it in neutral and push it down the street and then start that up and just take off. But yeah, we had a lot of fun times though too. So yeah.
Hi, Ace. They told me my brother said hi. I was just saying hi to him.
Yes, guys.
Um,
Whoever is watching, comment below. Ask us anything. Say hi. Whatever it is, we're watching you guys.
Hey sis, I see you in the comments.
Oh, no, okay. How about you, Courtney? How about your parents?
So I grew up in a military household.
Military.
So my dad was
Strict.
My dad was the strict one. My mom was more of the she wanted to protect us kind of from life, I think now that I'm an adult and I see how some things went in when I was younger, I think my mom was more of a wanting to protect us from like the truths or like the hard parts of life. Kind of strict, wasn't really, we were allowed to have like sleepovers, but it was really rare. Like we had to pretty much like give something to get something.
We could never.
She said we can never.
Ever. They say out of sight, out of mind. Like no, they would never.
But other than that, yeah, my mom was a working mom too, so
Yeah.
my mom worked. We pretty much had to get ourselves on the bus, once we got a little older, because both my parents worked, so, yeah, other than that, like my mom's a G. My mom is probably like one of the most like selfless people that I know on this earth. Like my mom will literally give the shirt off her back if to whoever if she could. But yeah,
How many siblings do you have?
I just have one. It's just me and
One.
my sister.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a younger sister, so I'm the oldest. And yeah, just
So
me and her.
they out here enjoying life now, right? They just chilling.
Yeah, oh, my parents
Mhm.
are chilling.
Yeah, they're chilling. They living life.
Literally bought a house in Jenison, got their little pool, got their their friends that they go to the distillery with, and they're out here partying. And I'm
They ain't
like,
gonna go to your parents' house.
Can you babysit? Sorry, I'm out drinking. I'm like, hey, mom.
See, those are goals.
Same thing.
Mhm. That's why they say have your kids at 15. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No.
Had too
I'm
many
just
mom
kidding.
drinks, y'all.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. No, but seriously, on
As a
serious
grandma,
note.
I don't want any of my
No.
granddaughters listening to a word of that. Go out there at 15 years old and try to get pregnant and watch how fast grandma
No,
would
yeah, no,
jump
it's
you.
horrible.
Man.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
No.
So like,
Are
does
all your moms alive?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
I just want to know.
Yeah, my mom thankfully is alive. Yeah. She has her like, so I know, well, I don't know your mom, but I know like her mom, she's like, nice life. She's
Yeah.
still young.
Yeah, my mom's a little
She's
bit
a
younger.
younger,
She
yeah.
had me when she was 20. She got pregnant when she was 20, I think, and had me at 21.
Okay.
Fairly young.
My mom had me when she was 40.
Oh,
So my mom is like
older.
75.
Oh dang.
So,
Wow.
Which is my
but,
grandma's
and she's
age.
like a really like tiny person, shorty, like Mexican, like, but she still makes some bomb
Makes them good
tamales.
tamales.
Oh my God. She still has, like, I don't know how she does it, but she makes some good tamales. Like, she has the like, she's not like your elderly woman, like, that's like, like,
She needs her naps
she,
and stuff.
she
I'm like,
be
I need my
hitting me
naps.
up. She'd be like, hey, take me to the store. I want to shop. And yeah, so I feel like she still has energy and still has lots of life. So
What would you say would be your best dish that your mom made that you can make?
that I can make.
Yeah, you know how
What?
Okay, wait. Keep your buzzers out.
Okay, hold up.
He said I'm waiting.
Okay, there
No.
has to be something that your mom
So
has
you didn't
made that
get
you
the
picked up
tamales
on it and
from
like.
your mom.
That I picked on was okay. So this might be an easy one, but it's the flautas. I feel like I picked a lot of that, even though it's pretty easy, But like I feel like the flautas is.
I'm so sorry.
Flautas, I feel like that's one of the dishes that I really picked up on. Or sopes. The soap is. I
by
picked up.
I
hand,
see the
like
fruit
by
of that
scratch,
labor.
or do you buy the
No,
soap
she showed me. No, I know how to make them.
Okay.
I know how to make them by scratch. However, I haven't made them by scratch.
was it
I
lots and
really
everything?
yeah, I haven't. No, because you know what? We need that. I need to buy those.
The metal thing.
The metal
That
thing,
thing?
yes, I need to buy, and I haven't had the chance. So anyway, I'll go to Family Fair and buy the like
Oh, we
pre-made
know. I'm gonna
ones.
get you that for Christmas.
But like yeah, so soap is in the in flautas.
Oh, yeah.
But if I feel like tamales is one of like real like she's really good at it. But I feel like to me
so time
it's a process.
It is
It's
a
so
very big
I did it
It's a
one time and
process.
I said, dang, I won't be doing this
It's a
anymore.
process. So I'm one of those
All day.
people
Yeah.
that
In the
don't have
morning.
patience.
All day process.
Yeah.
I don't have patience.
What do you-
I don't.
What did you
The
learn from
flautas?
your mom, Courtney?
Yeah.
We're Italian, so lasagna.
Lasagna. Ooh, that sounds good.
Lasagna, pastina. That's about it.
Okay.
How about you, Victoria? Did you-
Potato
any-
salad was the one that stuck out the most. Even though she made a lot of dishes, but potato salad was like the best thing
Potato
that I
salad.
learned. Yeah, with the pickles, the mustard, potatoes. Yeah. It
I
was-
think
was
my
the one
favorite thing
stuck out.
was my mom's homemade noodles and chicken.
Oh, is that
My kids always
Is
love
that what you make the noodles?
Yeah,
right? The homemade noodles.
Oh, they take a long time, but
Yeah,
they
Pops
love
would get
them.
mad if you don't make it in noodle time.
Oh, that's right.
My Nona
Loves his
makes
noodles.
homemade
Oh, my
noodles,
bad.
and that's like
Yeah.
all day process.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Do you not make the
the
noodle maker?
ending, I'm like,
I do them from scratch, and oh my god, they take forever.
Really?
Yeah, you do
So
a lot of
good,
stuff
though.
from scratch.
I love-
Yeah,
yeah,
I do
a
all
lot of
my
her
baking
pies
from
and stuff.
scratch. Yeah.
Gotta go to Wanda's house for Thanksgiving, y'all. Got every kind of pie you can think of.
It says Pancho Peña says Punch in the house. You guys are awesome.
Aw.
high five.
Thanks, Punch.
But yes, different color pies, different kind of pies.
Cool.
So any of you guys like to bake? Like, did your moms all like to bake or any of them?
I don't even remember baking.
My mom was a bread baker back in the day. Always fresh bread.
Oh, that
and
sounds
then
good.
Awesome.
her and her friends did for a while this thing where it was like some Amish thing where like you had a bread starter and it was called friendship bread. And man, this went on for so long. I can remember my mom, but the bread was so good. So you like had a starter, and each day you had to like either add something or like massage it, whatever you had to do. So then like I think it's like 7 days or something. So like on the 7th day, you separate half of it, and then you give that half is considered a starter, and then that goes to the next person. So that's why it's called friendship. But I remember
Actually
my
sounds
mom
interesting.
would bake that stuff all the time. I never picked up baking. All I got is the best I could do for you was a cheesecake.
A cheese. Hey, that's still. I
That's
mean, that's
bacon.
good.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
The bread part.
You
so
have baked.
good.
Did your mom bake, Victoria?
I don't remember.
No?
Do you bake now?
Not really. I cook. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
could.
I
cook
cook.
good.
I don't really bake.
Do you bake, Laura?
Yeah. Well, not a lot, but I do bake like in holidays. I try to like, for example, that last year I made those homemade cookies.
Oh yeah.
For the first time, I did do some baking, but my mom never baked. She was more of a cooker.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I, even that, I didn't pick up a whole lot. But I do make some, I do like to learn now. Not, when I was little, my mom was like, hey, you know, like, come see what I'm cooking so you can learn. I'd be like, no, mom, I ain't got time.
That's something
Yeah, I got stuff to do.
Yeah.
Like I never, and now that I'm older, I'm like, okay, maybe I should have taken the time to see what she was, you know.
Yeah, when she was.
But I did learn like the Mexican rice, like perfect Mexican rice. I did learn like the flautas, the sopes, like. I really want to do tamales, but I just can't
Well, we
because
all
I don't
can't
have the
together.
patience. I don't have the patience. It's a
It is
long
a long
process, and I don't
process.
have the I don't.
I'm not laughing at Laura. I'm laughing at my mom's Native American, but she was with my little brother's dad. So I'm Puerto Rican, but I can cook anything Mexican.
Mexican.
And it's
Yeah.
so funny because my niece, Monique, she's Mexican, but she can cook all this Puerto Rican food. I said, you need to start teaching me how to, because I went to New York one time and one of my nephews taught me how to make empanadas. I was like, here my whole life, I'm making enchiladas, tamales, and sopa, and menudo, and they're like,
Oh yeah.
I thought you were Puerto Rican. I was like, yeah, but I make everything Mexican.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey sis. My sister
Do you
said,
remember
"Hey,
the
girls."
little sopas that goes with everything with the fideo?
Oh, the fideo was
that
good.
went with
I learned fideo.
See,
and
I
papas.
learned that on
Yeah.
my own.
Yeah,
I
really?
make it,
That's
yeah.
so Aaliyah's favorite.
It's
Yeah.
one of his favorite things.
Yeah, Leah loves fideo. That's one thing, and that's something I don't know about y'all, but I have to start incorporating my kids in the cooking because, like you said, you didn't really pay attention. And honestly, my kids are picky. I don't know about your guys' kids eating, but they're not the way we grew up. We ate everything we didn't eat at
Oh,
all. That's
yep.
how it was in our house.
Eat everything you
growing
don't
up.
eat.
You don't like it, you go to bed hungry. And I'm sure
No,
we
they're
don't
all
do
spoiled
that.
as hell.
Like,
Yeah,
oh,
our
like,
kids are
I'm
spoiled.
sorry, you want me to make you a whole complete separate
And I
meal?
do,
Sure,
and I've done that before. And I'm like, I'm never gonna be the parent that does that. Like, I cook one meal
No,
for my
right.
man, and then I cook this one for Lonnie, this one for Aaliyah. I'm not gonna do that. I end up doing it.
Okay.
Because they have to eat.
I was
but it's
gonna
just
say-
like 3 different meals, and it's just so frustrating. Now I don't do it anymore, but
Yeah,
I'm over
I was
it.
gonna say thank you for bringing that up because I feel like that brings up to another subject. Like, do you guys do? Okay, let's start with Courtney. So if your kids don't like something, or if like they're mad at something, or if they're just like not into it, like do you try to please them and make them happy,
No, I make them
or
try
you
it.
just like
I guess it depends on the situation
Like-
because with Mercedes, so Mercedes is the oldest,
okay,
and I always said before I had her, like, I'm never gonna be the parent that makes multiple. I'm never gonna be that parent. Like,
Right.
yeah, right. But then my baby came out and she had a metabolic deficiency that causes her to have to eat. So it got to a point where, well, she has to eat. So if she's not going to eat this, like, I have to make her something different. So I definitely became like a softie in that department. And my kid, and even now, Graciela, the baby, if she doesn't want what we're eating and she wants some chicken nuggets, I'm gonna pop the chicken nuggets in the thing.
Yeah.
But I guess it depends on like what the situation. So food wise, I'm like, whatever, bro, you gotta eat. Like, here go these. I'm sorry that I just made a 5-star meal. with
Right.
these chicken nuggets.
Man.
Like, here go these chicken nuggets, I guess. But okay.
That's very understandable with her, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
And then if it comes to something that's like, I guess I try not to be so strict because I grew up in a household where I heard no so much and the no's didn't really make sense. Like, so to me, I'm like, okay, if it's not gonna affect me, like, why not? Like, why not
yeah.
let her?
So not necessarily food wise, but just in general over
like,
everything.
Why not
Like,
let her, like, why not let her enjoy
Okay.
being a kid? Why not
Right.
let her have that sleepover? Why
Okay.
not let her go to that friend's house? Like,
Okay.
as long as she's doing good in school and she's doing what she needs to be doing, like, all right, you're good. But the second you start slipping, then we're gonna ramp back.
okay. Okay. Yeah.
I'm a little.
I think your daughter's the same age as Mercedes.
Yeah,
your
I'm a little
oldest.
different with mine. I can see your point of view, and that's actually really good in a lot of ways. I'm really stricter with mine, just because nowadays, I'm telling you, it's not the same. There's crop tops going around, there's tight leggings going around, there's these girls that are drama, and it's all about boys. And I'm telling you, from Aaliyah started middle school, she's turned 13. And I go through her phone. I can care less. I'm paying the phone bill. I'm going through your phone.
I go through.
So I go through her
Mercedes
phone
doesn't
and I
even have a
check.
phone.
Yeah, so that's
Mercedes is she'll
But she-
be 13. She didn't even. Have
she
a
does
phone
because
yet.
she's in a lot of activities. I keep my kids busy, so like they don't when they get home they don't have time to watch TV. They don't have time to do anything but eat, take a shower, get ready for bed. It's more productive for my kids that way. So they go to school. They have an after school program right after that. Team 21, and then Aaliyah's in softball, and then she was in band. And Alani, she's just Alani. She's little, so she doesn't really have to. I can't have her busy that much. She'll get tired.
Yeah, and they don't really offer many sports and stuff like that.
Not in elementary school, no. But
yeah.
so sleepovers, I do not allow. I barely let it with family because again, growing up, family can be the worst enemy. You just don't even know. It can be your own uncle, your own brother, and that's I've been through all that before, so a little traumatized by it. So I keep my kids close as possible. Unless they have a phone, when they take the phone, they can keep in contact. I have the location, I know where they're at. So it's not as freely as we can do in the past. You come in with the lights are on. We
for
can't do
sure.
that no more.
No.
So it's a lot different. So I definitely keep my kids more guarded, but just also kind of makes it difficult for Aaliyah too, in a sense, like she was saying, because they want to experience that. It's not their fault that people are out there like that, But at the same time, you can't trust anybody. Like literally anybody. There's so much stuff going on in schools.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Like I don't let her just go like, oh, I don't know this mom, so yeah, you can go.
Yeah.
Like I definitely like have meetups and like do all the precautionary
Yeah.
things.
So yeah, it's just you gotta be
and a
very
lot
careful.
of the sleepovers she does is like with her sister.
Yeah. So see, I feel like that's understandable. It's just we just gotta be very careful.
Oh yeah.
When it comes to like the eating part, I have a hard time with my kids. So you guys seen my kids eat? Oh my god, you guys seen it plenty of times. They are birds. They can literally go. The 13 and 9-year-old can go to McDonald's, get a 10-piece nugget meal, and they can share it, and they're full. It's like I don't know how to explain that. A vegetable, Lonnie loves fruit. She's all about fruit, but they don't eat meat really. So they only eat steak or they don't eat chicken if it's like that. They'll eat chicken nuggets or hot dogs.
Yeah.
But it's not like like meat off the grill. They see it, they don't want to touch it. So they're very, very picky. But I do when I make food, I do make them try it before just saying no, I don't like it or don't smell good. No, you're gonna try it. If you don't like it, the trash is right there. But the 9 out of 10 times, Alani's she's the more daredevilish one. So she does try it and she's like, ooh, this is good, or ooh, you see? But
the
I
oldest.
always make Graciela
oh my god,
one
Aaliyah,
big
no.
girl bite for mommy,
Aaliyah
one
has to
big
make
girl
like,
bite for
yeah,
mommy.
with Aaliyah, I
She's
have to give her
special.
like, I have
Yeah.
to give her certain smoothies for Aaliyah just to get her vitamins in it or like the
Yeah.
nutrients she needs. So I had to make her like different kind of smoothies and put some stuff in it,
Yeah,
just so she
that's
can try it. But
idea.
yeah, otherwise, as long as it tastes a little bit fruity, they're okay. But they're really picky, but they need all that,
Yeah.
all that protein, especially protein. So. But dealing with picky kids, and then you got Pancho who wants to eat every 3 hours. There's another kid. I'm telling you, it's crazy. That boy will eat all day long if you can let him
She
to.
said,
So that's
this
my
man out here eating
man.
me out of house and
I'm
home.
telling you, when we go to restaurants, we need an appetizer. We don't need no dang appetizer, so we go to the food truck. I'm telling you. So that's my big kid right there. That's the eater of the house.
Well, I don't have no small kids, but I have my 16-year-old granddaughter living with me, and she knows if I make something to eat and she don't like it, our favorite saying is, you get what you get and you don't throw a
That's what Lonnie
fit.
says too.
Yeah, so she
Yeah.
eats it, and she's been making food for us. She's been cooking, and it comes out great. And I was like, I'm not trying to punish you or nothing, because sometimes you're like, oh, Grandma, you're forcing me to do this. And I'm trying to teach you, when
Yeah.
you go older,
Trauma.
you're going to do this every day. You're going
Every
to do
day.
dishes and the floor and everything. And she's like, I'm just a girl.
You're
like,
just
yeah.
preparing her for that.
That sounds
Girl.
just
Yeah,
like
I'm just a
Lonnie.
girl. I think
That's
it's
about
cute,
the chores.
though.
How about the chores then? That sounds just like that.
Yeah.
Do you guys do your
She
kids have
does very
chores?
good on eating, though. She has her little snacks when she gets home from school. We try to eat healthy. She likes strawberry smoothies.
Oh, that
She
sounds good.
makes these shakes with peanut butter that just look nasty, but at least she's eating healthy. Yeah. She's
Peanut butter's really
beautiful.
good
She
to put in
needs
there.
to remember she's beautiful and not worry about her beauty. So she's like,
I think it's
Grandma.
just the teen thing, and now, and like,
It's the
Especially with
hair. They come. Yeah, they're worried about their hair. They're worried about this. They're worried about that. It's just that age. I'm telling you.
so most teenagers think, oh my God, I don't look good.
appearance,
I'm fat.
yeah,
and,
appearance.
Yeah, they have negativity. They have negativity in their
Man,
minds.
it's just like
And I
it's
feel
that
like it
era.
stems just from other kids
It
just
is.
in their ear talking.
Like Leah had a friend over one time, and I'm very picky about her friends, but her friend came over one time, and I was like, you know what, you gotta cut that friend out. I do not want her around my house. We do not need her around you at all.
Moms have that
It's
instinct.
what she was talking about. Can you call my boyfriend for me? Can you do this? And it's
What?
like-
Wait,
I was
to
like,
Aaliyah?
Yeah, having Aaliyah call her boyfriend for her. And I'm like, you know what?
Oh,
we don't,
wow.
and I overheard. I was like, you know what? We don't allow boyfriends in this house. I was like, I'm pretty sure your mom wouldn't like it. I was like, so phones go off at this time. You can go to bed. You can get it back in the morning. Like, we don't do it. But there's just so, like, there's so many influences around your kids. And I'm surprised Aaliyah actually, taught back to, like, well, not taught back, but, like,
Stuck up
yeah,
and
she was like,
this is not what
yeah,
we're
she's like, my
doing.
mom will I'll get in trouble with my mom. And she's like, I can't do that, won't do that. So I'm very surprised. I'm proud that she did that. Yeah.
I don't know any of
But-
Lichi's friends. One of her rules was she can't bring any friends into my house. I'll say you can't go anywhere unless you ask your dad or your mom, because if something happens, that's on your mom or dad. I said, but you can't bring people into my house. And she's like, why, Grandma? I'm like, no. It's like, here, all I want you to do
Definitely
is
can't.
study on your work, go to school, and that's about it. It's like,
Yes.
no friends.
I know.
Oh, we got a question.
Okay.
Okay, it says, I know this is an odd question, but did any of you do an epidural when giving birth? Okay, not a weird question at all. I did that.
First of all, sorry.
What?
The girl that wrote that is pregnant.
Oh,
at
okay.
the moment.
Okay.
We know her. She has my
Yeah.
nephew.
Oh,
I
it's
did.
Anna?
I did
Yeah,
take that.
no,
Yeah,
no,
it's
no,
Anna.
not at all. I think that's
Her baby shower's tomorrow.
Oh, okay. That's okay. Yeah, I had the epidural.
Yeah.
I took it with my first kid.
I had it with both of my girls.
How about you, Laura?
Yes, as much as I said no,
I
no,
tried saying no.
I
but-
said yes, yes
Yeah,
at
it's
the
just
end
like-
because there's
Oh,
just no
I
way.
So-
immediately.
I couldn't. I
do-
had epidural for
I do
both.
regret it though. I do
So-
regret the epidural though.
I'm the only
Yeah.
G here that had 5 sons
With
with
no
nothing.
epidural.
All
Shit,
natural.
Wanda. Okay,
Yeah,
girl, get
all
it, Wanda.
natural.
Yeah.
I had all
Hey,
5
that's
sons.
a real deal over there, y'all. She said, pain what?
The time I got to Julio, they didn't even know he was coming. My mom had me laughing so hard. I said, I feel like I got a push. She said, let me, oh my God, you dilated to 10. I was like, I couldn't tell. My mom had me laughing and she went. So when I was pregnant with Pancho, I'm in the delivery room. My mom comes in all dressed in the gowns because in those days you had to wear the gowns and stuff to come in. And my mom opens up the door and goes, I'm here to deliver my first baby. And the doctor's like, uh-oh, somebody escaped the psych ward. I said, no, that's my mom.
Yeah.
Because she had me laughing through every labor. She was there for every kid that
That's
was born.
actually cool though. That's
Yeah.
actually cool to have.
And my husband wasn't allowed in the room. Just get out, I'll kill you. But my mom, she
Big
had
Daddy.
me laugh through everything. I mean, she had me laughing so hard I didn't even know Julio was coming out. The doctor was like, well, she's laughing off. I didn't even tell. I had pain. It was just my mom had me laughing.
She was,
Yeah.
Look, the way my pain was set up, I was like,
Mm-hmm.
nope. But I remember with the first baby that I was in labor for so long that by the time I gave birth, the epidural stopped working. So if
Ooh.
I had any advice to give you, if you plan on getting the epidural, hold off as long as possible because it's only gives you a certain amount of time.
oh, I didn't realize
And
that.
if you go past,
knock me out.
yeah,
Yeah, you
Oh, I
can't take it.
felt-
You're gonna have to just
Yeah.
deal with that pain.
Yeah.
That's
after a
crazy.
certain amount.
So why
Not
did
only
you
that.
regret it?
I know
said
because I regret it because of the pain, the
Mm-hmm.
back pain. Any little thing that goes wrong,
Mm-hmm.
any little jerk that you do, like, cause you just be very, very
you
still.
have to be very
And
That that stuff is even painful.
Yeah.
It's painful for
Yeah.
you to get that shot.
I say,
so.
I personally say go natural. If you can handle it, I
Yeah.
say definitely do it.
Ooh,
The
I can
epidural,
already
you get to
feel it
stay-
in my back.
Yeah, see? That's what it is.
Ooh.
It gives you twitches. Not just,
I can't.
know,
I
no,
seriously,
but
I'm like,
it does
ooh.
hurt.
But also remember,
And it can
like,
cause back pain in the
once,
future.
like if you plan on, if you already have it in your
Yes,
mind that
hold
you're
on.
going to get it, make sure you're verbal with your doctor because they'll
Ahead
let
of
you
time, yeah.
know, like, hey, this is the last second that you can get that
It'll be too
epidural.
late,
After
yeah.
that, it's too late, and once it's too late, it's too late.
Just have an
And
option of doing it.
That's you, sister. So that's between
Yeah.
you and Jesus at that.
They actually, the epidural, the first with the Leah, with the Lonnie, they tried it. It didn't work. I'm very immune to like the pain. So like even the numbing, the strongest numbing is hard to like numb me. So after they gave me the epidural for the second one, they test you to see if you can feel like
Yeah.
you know.
And you can
I
feel
felt
everything.
everything after the epidural. So they had to literally put me to sleep.
Oh my
So I
God.
woke up. Yeah, they put me to sleep with the Lonnie, and I woke up not and forgot I even had a baby.
Can you
Just
see
saw her
that,
crying
Courtney?
right next to me.
Yeah.
So
She says, I am currently dealing with tailbone pain
Oh,
and
then definitely don't
sciatic
do it.
nerve pain, so let me.
Oh yeah,
so
her.
Yeah,
she
don't
has
do
a-
it
To
epidural.
me, I felt like if I'm able to handle this pain while
Oh,
working,
girl, you
Oh,
got this.
yeah.
You got this,
No
Anna.
epidural for you.
If
You'll
you can
not need
handle
it.
that
Because
sciatic
that
pain every night, you
sciatic
got this, girl.
Especially with that right there, especially the tailbone.
Don't
And if
do
you
it.
already are struggling with tailbone pain, the
Don't do it.
It's
epidural
gonna make it
will
worse.
make it worse.
It will make it worse, 100%.
Don't do it.
Also, if you have I would recommend a big medicine ball that I don't know how many weeks you are, but if you have a big medicine ball and you just I guess sit but kind of spread your legs so your hips spread, that helps relieve some of your back pain.
Oh, babe. You might wanna get that. Oh no, go ahead. No, keep going.
Yes, that's actually that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely, girl, if you have all that, I would say definitely hold off on that.
Yeah.
Try your best not to have that.
We're gonna go over the hour.
Just go to a squishy ball. Just squeeze the crap out of it every time you get a pain. Like that, you'll be good.
Just got the doctor's neck, you'll be alright. Be like the Simpsons, just grab his neck and then just choke him. You'll
Oh,
be
yeah.
okay.
Whatever you do, don't hold the nurse's hand. They might have to put it in a brace afterwards because you squeeze hard. There you go.
Yeah. Squeeze the hell out of
If you
it.
ain't playing a video game, what was that?
But yeah, so hopefully that answered your question, Anna. It's gonna be tough, girl, but you got this.
Yeah.
You got this.
And
'Cause
it's such an out of body experience, I feel like.
I honestly feel, you know how like men sometimes consider themselves thugs? Like,
No,
I'm
we
a
the
thug.
thugs.
No.
Because that pain is horrible.
We moms are the thugs and we the
Yes.
gangsters and we the every word on
we
the book
everything,
because
we everything, and we still are to this day.
I mean,
I mean, look,
just
when they
imagine.
Make it, yeah, imagine the men getting sick now. They can't, especially
Oh
the
my
pennies.
God.
I'm sorry.
Oh, penny.
I'm gonna throw it out there.
Let me give you some
yes,
penny.
yes, I'm gonna tell you right now. The Pena men are so babies when they are sick. I am not even kidding.
Y'all don't do
They
shit
are the
for
worst.
something.
Now, after the
wasn't
third
like your
time
mom
crying wolf, I'm
spoiled
like, you know
them
what?
or
You can make it on
nothing.
your own. It's okay. There's some Tylenol,
He's like,
water,
"Fuck,
and a piece of
that's
bread.
No,
You guys
I
have fun.
feel like men in
We're
general.
just trying to test that
I feel
out.
like men in general
Yeah,
are the
yeah.
biggest babies.
Oh my
like,
god, 100% baby.
let's add
Like,
another child to the list.
We get sick. We still gotta get up, cook, clean, do everything. Still attend, and we're over here
I
sweating.
might as well change the
Coughing,
drawers. Just
yeah.
saying.
No, they are such babies. I'm sorry. One of your
You
your
changed
boys
my
are.
drawers one time.
I think
What?
all,
What the hell?
I think all men are babies.
Yeah, all
Yeah,
men
they
are
are.
babies.
They are.
They're all. Yeah, it's. I don't
I
know
seen
why,
some
but
men before they were sick and
Yes.
oh my god.
Yeah, I think
they're mommy's
you know what?
boys.
The
They're
mama boys are
mama's
the
boys.
worst.
You gotta realize we ain't growing no fathers. That's
They're
what-
mama's
that's what mom and
boys.
dad. That's what mom and dad.
So let me be your second mama.
Yeah.
Girl, you can't even.
Anyways,
Hold up.
guys, we have
Next episode.
some special guests. So we have some special guests coming over. Huh?
How your daughter shit?
I don't know the answer. I can
So-
FaceTime them though. We can just keep bringing the kids. Yeah, wait a little minutes.
Oh, we're gonna wait for 5 more minutes. Okay. So
Let me
any more
ask-
question, guys? Like,
Can I
feel free to
you
ask.
a question?
Sure, go ahead.
Is there a who is it? BT? Oh, no, that's- is there a time where you got into it so bad with the father of your child?
Oh
that
my
you-
God.
You regret the child at one moment?
Let me take
What
another step. Let me take another
the
step. Give me the
hell?
bottle.
Oh, as in like, damn, if I never had the child, I never had these problems type of stuff.
Never.
I was,
No,
not that.
never.
I don't regret my kid. I don't
Just-
regret.
just
that
imagine.
part. I regret the kid's dad, but not the baby.
If you regret,
Not
what,
regret the kid, no.
no, I'm saying, but if you regret any moment in your life, you wouldn't be in the place you are right now.
So is that the right
Did you
question,
mean-
or you want to? Can you
Okay.
rephrase
You
the
mean
question a little
regret
bit?
the kid?
Have you guys ever used your kid against their father?
Nope.
No.
Never.
No, I didn't have no. I didn't have no reason
Never,
to. I got
never,
message to prove it. I don't
never.
really need to. If they want to be a
Never.
father, they could be a
Well,
father. But
I
My
never.
kids' father left. So I was a single mom. My kids' father moved to North Carolina, and no, actually he went to Mexico first. 3 months after he left me and got remarried, and he had a couple daughters. So we were still married for 7 years before I could get a divorce because I guess in the state of Michigan, if you're married and he don't sign the paperwork, you can't get a legal divorce until 7 years later. So I.
You're screwed, buddy.
Yeah, I had my 5 sons at home,
Okay, yeah,
and I
bring it.
raised them.
All the
and
kids.
I never regret anything.
We're gonna
with
ask
my
questions.
sons. My sons were awesome.
yeah, no, my kid's dad.
Things
I mean,
happen for a
had
reason. So
Invisible.
Yeah,
We're
that's
here.
what I think.
we're here and we
Yeah.
progressing. We're
Yeah.
doing good.
Yeah.
I think it's hard to deal with though the kid's dad. Depends on how you guys' your kid's dad is. Mine's literally up and down roller coaster. I've gotten death threats. I've gotten all kinds of stuff. I've had PPO on him. He's even had the nerve to text my kids our own personal messages. I've dealt with all that crap from him, and it was just going up and down. It's probably one of the worst. But at the end of the day, it's like they had to find out on their own if they want to keep on pursuing their, their dad or not. So they have some decision
I think
to
that's
make.
one thing that a lot of parents would like to change in their life with their children is
Yeah.
the fathers. Find a
Just-
dang dad that's going to stick around and
Well,
love
they
their
do
children.
in the beginning, and then they just at the end.
No,
you
no,
know.
stick around forever, not
Oh, yeah.
just.
We
"Oh,
wish."
bye.
Hey y'all,
We wish.
how's it going? It's Chinks. My youngest daughter's birthday is today, and we're gonna surprise her with this cake. But we have some other guests with us.
We're gonna ask questions.
Is there Laura's kids?
Oh, Alicia can come. Where's
Yeah.
Alicia and Annalise?
All right, bring it down.
Bring all the kids out here.
So,
Yeah. Some of our kids are all somewhere else.
Live, we're about to sing a song to my youngest daughter as soon as she gets over here.
So this
What?
is this
Appreciate
is
y'all.
Say
She's gonna sit on my grandma.
Absolutely not.
She's gonna sit on my grandma's lap. Come here, mama.
Come in, get in the camera, get in the camera.
Boy
You guys
from
gotta
my
get
sis.
up. Come on, my stepchild.
Y'all want to
Of
join
another
us?
mile.
Say happy birthday to my
Shop's closed,
youngest.
sis.
My
About to
beautiful
see you.
granddaughter.
Ready? It is
gotta get in
Annalise's
the-
birthday today. Appreciate y'all for watching and enjoy this with us.
Happy birthday
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Annalise. Happy birthday to you. We don't have a candle, y'all. Sorry.
You can act like you blowing it, mama.
So how old are you, Annalise? How old are you? 6? Oh my God. Are you gonna make a imaginary? Just make a wish.
I got it.
Got it?
Let me know when you're ready, and then that way we can imagine that we're blowing a candle. Are you done?
You got your
Yeah?
wish? Okay.
Okay, act like you're blowing a candle. Go.
Blow a candle.
What? She gonna yawn? She gonna yawn instead. Are you gonna take a bite? Take a bite on the
Take a
corner.
bite, mamas.
Take a big bite.
Yeah, Mom.
Get it, girl.
Mamas.
Really?
A little bit in the
You
corner.
hear it?
She's gonna post it.
So we have some of the kids here.
So these are just some of the kids. We don't have all of them. My son, Ray.
That's my daughter, Lisi.
My
oldest.
stepchild, Lacey. And this is Alina, my daughter. So let me ask you, since you guys are here,
Okay.
what's your mom's favorite color?
Purple.
Oh, God.
Red.
Pink.
Dang.
Dang, she went with her.
I bet you
Right?
I'd probably say it's purple.
What about you, Lena?
Red.
Red?
Red?
She said
Ooh,
red.
dang.
Do you know your favorite color?
What you said, purple?
Pink.
Man, they're all my
They're
favorite
all three
colors.
different colors.
They know me. They're all my favorite colors. I honestly have like, at first I was like, oh, black is my favorite color, then gray, then red, then lilac. It's just like
Not
they're
the
all like,
lilac,
but they all, okay, you guys all know, which is good.
Lacey, what's my favorite color?
Purple.
Ooh, purple. Okay.
What's grandma's favorite flower?
Flower.
What's my favorite flower?
Ask her a question, mom.
You should know.
Why don't we ask questions about Annalise?
Oh.
Annalise.
What's your favorite color?
Is it pink?
No.
Okay.
Blue.
Purple.
No.
It's green.
Black. No. Yes.
Black.
Black. Oh yeah. She's
I like that color.
she's a little, what is she? She a
Oh,
little what's
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Oh, okay,
She
we don't go that
Wednesday.
far.
She Wednesday.
Yeah, calm down over there.
Yeah, so it's her birthday, her 6th birthday. So are you gonna like bite the cake or no?
Bite.
No, they're gonna push your face.
You gotta bite on the corner.
Birthday girl, it's your whole cake.
It's your
Annalise,
birthday.
look,
It's
just
your birthday.
Take a little lick off of it.
And she said, no, they're gonna push my
She
face
said I
in it.
seen
That's
this
what
too
she
many
said.
times.
You with grandma, baby. Grandma's not gonna
All
see
right.
your face.
So quick question, Ray. What do you want to be when you graduate high school?
When I graduate high school,
Yeah,
I got
let's-
2 career paths. Either go into a trade school and be in a, you go to a trade
Leave it on the table. Oh my
go to a
bad.
trade school and either go into carpentry or do welding, underwater welding specifically. Or if that doesn't work, then
Big
I'm gonna
money.
go into
Underwater
Marines and just probably spend just majority of my life in the Marines and aim for special forces.
Carpentry.
So
Well, if you ever want like someone to help you learn, my brother owns one. You can go and help with him.
Plan B, no, it's Marines, frontline
Marines.
infantry.
I'm saying like that's your
Ain't no
plan A.
plan
No,
B.
he had an A.
My
and
plan
that was
A
the
is
B.
to go in trade school,
Yeah.
and then my plan B is to go in frontline infantry for the Marines.
Plan B is make plan A work.
Nina.
Okay, I'm gonna pause real quick.
No, what do you want? What do you like right now? What do you like to become one day?
What's your dream job?
I don't know.
You don't know yet.
She hasn't. I mean,
How about
she
you?
said
That's why. How about you, Lisa?
very long time to think.
I want to go into like the fashion industry, and I want to like design clothes and stuff.
Nice.
Okay, okay.
It's gonna happen.
What inspires you? Just to impress on robots?
Hey, they have some cute avatar stuff
Oh
on
my
there,
god,
okay?
I
Hey,
be
when
playing
they're
that
all
with my
over there-
kids.
Yeah, I be into it now.
I say get to the battle stations, and then there's 3 of them on the couch, 1 on the table, and I'm on my PC, and we're all just in address because they made me play it too, so I just.
Yeah, they made
Yeah, right. They made
So Leah and I want me to FaceTime them, so.
Okay, so
They
we're
wanted-
gonna.
They see that they know that they're there. Yeah.
Aw.
They wanted to join.
They want to
here.
be part of the podcast,
Yeah.
y'all.
Oh yeah, I want to see.
turn the camera.
There. How do I do this? Oh shoot.
Is your speaker on?
Okay, hi, Aaliyah.
Hi.
You see everybody
can she
here?
hear
I'm gonna
us?
turn it this way.
The mic's way from each other.
Oh,
Stop moving the
We're doing a podcast. They're asking some questions. They wanted to see you. Can you guys see that?
Oh, you picking your nose on live?
Yeah, that's my daughter. You pick it, baby. You pick it.
What do you want
How
to
it
be when you
taste?
grow
What do you want to be when you grow up?
What do you want to be when you grow up? They're asking. A vet?
Oh, that's a good
She
one.
loves animals. Where's Lonnie at?
In the back, because we have a lot.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you say happy birthday, Annalise. It's her birthday today.
It's here.
I want to work at it.
I did not hear what you said. Say happy birthday.
The camera's going towards you.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Hold on. It's not working. There you go.
There you go.
She's all shy. Look at her.
Happy birthday, mama.
all right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up. Thank you guys for joining us today. You guys all have a great night. Have a safe weekend. There ain't no hood like motherhood.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right there.
Hey, cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
guys.
Cheers. Where's your
All
cup?
my kids.
Cheers.
All the moms in the world.
Cheers.
Lift me up, make me feel like I'm the only one that you love. Nothing lasts forever, so we seize the day. Run away together.